Hey guys, welcome to today's video. I know I haven't done a lot this year. I've spent the entire summer gathering parts for my projects, the transmission and rear end swap, and a C5 front brake upgrade. It's taken me all summer to just get everything that I needed. And part of the C5 front brake upgrade is powder coating. So that was another project I took on. So here's my sandblaster. I'm going to review that really quick. That's going to be its own video later once I use it, which will probably be this upcoming week. So really quick, just going to recap. I've spent all summer trying to get my rear end. I finally got it. I just shipped it out last week to have it rebuilt. I just now got back, just last week, I got back my modified shifter from the ZF dock. That was like 2 months for him to do that. It was kind of a long time. And the brake upgrade got delayed, just waiting to get everything for the bead blasting and powder coating. So let's take a look at everything. All right guys, this is the Eastwood benchtop blasting cabinet. So really quick, this will be its own video later, but I'm just gonna quick tell you about this if anybody's at all curious. I'll tell you how I set mine up. Now I have not used it yet. I just finally got it set up how I wanted it and got everything that I needed. So let's look at this really quick. The cabinet alone took me 6 hours to assemble, and that's without screwing anything up and having to take it apart and redo it. What I did do, based off a lot of videos online, people were complaining that it leaks, the sand is getting all over the place, and quite frankly, it would. If you didn't do anything special, it's gonna leak like crazy. So what I did is I siliconed every single bolt, every corner, everything, every nut and bolt on this, every nut and bolt on here got siliconed. Even the bottom, every corner, everything, every single thing got siliconed. Even the latch bolts got siliconed. This thing would leak everywhere. It's going to be hard to see underneath. This I'll talk about. There's some areas where they could definitely make some improvements on this for probably a very small cost to them. I did add this. It's not going to do much. It's an air regulator, but more importantly, it's 2 water separators. I know it's not going to replace a dryer. I'm going to have to address that, but it's better than nothing. I have it hardwired or put a hose in here right to the gun. There was a trick I found for installing the gloves that was a little tricky. This back here, it's hard to see with the lighting, but this is the vacuum hose for the suction, for the air filter. What it's going to do is, or the dust collector, I guess is what you would call it. It's going to keep the dust down so that I'll have better visibility. So what I did is I just bought a small, very small shop vac, just a 1.5 horsepower. It doesn't need to be a lot. I didn't want it so big that it sucked everything out of there. The stand is from Harbor Freight. It was $38. The base, I made this out of wood. It was $15 for the 3/4 inch plywood. I built a lip around it so that this won't slide off. Really quick, the dimensions on this piece of wood are 19.25 by 23.25. You do not want to go smaller than that. If you look, I have a really nice fit in the corners, and that's so it fits on there really nice. It's not going to slide off with this cheap lip that I put on here. These were boards right here were $2 a piece. It's very sturdy, guys. It's very sturdy. I'm kind of impressed with the Harbor Freight tool stand. It is designed to this board bolted to the stand by design. It's a good, they call that a tool stand. It does have a light. Oh, it's not plugged in. So yeah, guys, I'm excited to do this. So once I blast some of my brake parts, then I can do the powder coating. So expect that next week. I'm actually taking the week off work to work on this. I'm so far behind this summer that I'm just gonna burn up some PTO and get this done. So yeah, guys, that's it. And then down here, the media, that's glass. I'm gonna use glass media. And the reason is, well, multiple reasons. One, it doesn't damage like a sand would. But also it's small fine particles, so I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to get away with better results with lower air pressure, because I do not have a large 230 or 240 volt air compressor. I have a 120 that pumps out over 7 CFM, which is what this requires minimum. So we'll see how all that goes. My air compressor is a Quincy. It took me a while to find one that was going to work. That ran off of household current. So yeah, over here is the Dana 44 that I took apart. All these components are the same between the Dana 33 and a Dana 36 and a Dana 44. The only difference is the differential housing itself. And that's sent out. I sent that out for a rebuild, a complete rebuild, and a gear swap. It's going to have 373 gears in it. Here's my modified shifter from the ZF dock. It was modified to be a short throw shifter. What he does is he cuts it in a couple different spots and welds it back shorter. You want to do this with anything up through 94. That way it retains the reverse lockout. Highly recommended, not mandatory, but highly recommended to keep the reverse lockout. They make a replacement shifter, a Core/Hurst, but that's recommended only for 95 through 96 because of the reverse lockout, or they call it crash through. So yeah, that's it, guys. So sorry, not a lot of videos this year. I just been trying to gather parts before I started. I did not want to start a major project like this without having everything that I needed up front. So expect some videos soon. The first thing is gonna be the powder coating of the brakes. I don't know when I'm gonna get my differential back. It's probably gonna be a month. So, all right guys, stay tuned. Thanks for watching.